Advance your spa career with management training from the University of California. Earn a professional certificate online in just 6 months. Visit ce.uci.edu/spa training.
Hi, welcome to SpaCast by Spa and Wellness MexiCaribe. I am Sarah Jones, and I'm here today talking with Jean-Guy de Gabriac. Jean-Guy is CEO of TipTouch International, an award-winning consulting and education company serving hotels, cosmetic brands, and iconic properties since 2004 to elevate guest experience and revenue. Jean-Guy is the founder of World Wellness Weekend, celebrated September 22nd to 23rd in 2018 and in 80 countries. Conference producer for World Spa and Wellness Convention London and judge for the World Spa and Wellness Awards. He also chairs the Global Mentorship Initiative for the Global Wellness Institute. Welcome, Jean-Guy.
Thank you so very much. I'm so happy to be with you, Sarah, online, chatting and catching up.
Excellent. Thanks for joining. So we have some questions. We're going to talk today about creating a signature spa ritual, something I know that you're very passionate about. So why is it important for spas to invest the time, effort, and funds to create a signature spa experience?
This is one of the key elements, I believe, of differentiating in an ocean of spas. The Global Wellness Institute estimates that there are about 160,000 spas out there in the world, each one claiming to be different, and so many copying each other. So a signature massage, facial experience is absolutely key to express and showcase the uniqueness of the place, but also the uniqueness of the team.
Excellent. Yes, it's really a challenge for spas these days to find something unique and different because there are similar elements in all spas, of course. So this really is a way of setting themselves apart. So what elements should a signature spa ritual include and how long should it be?
The time really can differ because some spas need to really integrate, I believe, the following elements. The sense of place is really the number one, depending whether you're in a day spa, hotel spa, cruise spa, resort spa, and the list goes on and on and on. So sense of place is absolutely key. For instance, when I was asked to create the signature treatments for Blue Palace Resort in Crete, we worked with the local olive oil and also with the local alcohol, the raki, to create something that's very special. When Académie Scientifique de Beauté in 2004 asked me to integrate their DNA of differentiation, of fun, of escapism in their brand new product line at the time, I realized that bamboo extracts were part of their products. So we started working with the bamboo as an accessory. In 2004, this was quite unheard of, and the massage was launched in 55 countries, I believe, won an award at the European Spa Exhibition in Monte Carlo, and ever since has gone almost viral. I believe it has become as popular as the hot stones massage, using bamboo sticks of all different sizes of shapes. And with Guerrieri, recently, Sami Guerrieri and his team, we worked directly with the table, not just something we could hold in our hands, but definitely the table itself that we breathed life into and set with 8 different positions that were moving seamlessly throughout the whole treatment. So the elements of differentiation in these instances were either accessories or elements in the products that we were using. But I would like to put the emphasis on another very big element also, two actually. The therapist, himself or herself, and the guest. A signature experience is more than just something that you put on a menu. It should be part of a marketing strategy to really showcase the talent of the team. Therefore, I believe a signature treatment cannot be created for a brand. It should be created with the brand and in partnership with the people in charge of the education or the supervision or the lead therapists themselves, so that they can really buy into the project and add their own expertise, their own twist. When the team falls in love with the signature massage or facial, that's when magic happens, really. But also it should be, the guest should be taken into account. For instance, a French brand about 10 years ago, Nickel, like the mineral, nickel, asked me to create their treatment. And the owner, the founder, was very adamant that he wanted something very strong, very powerful. And when he was doing this, he was clenching his fist and he was hitting the table in just to mark his words. I want something for men. I want something for guys. I want something strong, something powerful. And I said, well, you have your massage. You have your elements of this differentiator. What is it? He said, well, the fist. And we're going to use the fist. We're going to use the knuckles in many different ways, many subtle and sometimes very deep ways. Back then we were in 2007. So it was an element of differentiation at the time, and it became the fist massage. There was a little bit of humor linked to it, but it became an overnight sensation in Paris and London, where it was launched. In this sense, with accessories, ingredients, but especially with the team's expertise and the end guests in mind, it's not supposed to be just a signature massage, but an autograph, where 80% of the protocol is always the same and 20% is very different, because it's you, Sarah. It's you today. It will be you in 2 weeks when you come back. And for you not to get bored for this massage, like a song that you would hear again and again, every time you come, there's an element that is different. That element is you. That element is the therapist. That element is the moment. So massage, in a way, is not about a monologue, which is actually what I'm doing right now, so I'm going to stop talking. But it's not just a monologue, it's a conversation. This is why a signature should be an autograph.
I love that. And what a great point that it's 80% standard procedure and 20% flexible based on what the guest wants to do and how the therapist can adapt. That's ideal for creating an individual treatment every time somebody goes. And perhaps you could expand a little bit on what you mentioned about the marketing. So how would a spa use this signature treatment to really make themselves stand out from the rest in terms of marketing?
Absolutely. Marketing and communication. Most of the time, signature massages are added on a treatment menu. They're added in a press release, and that's about it. Actually, signature massage should have a direct impact on the profitability. Because it's using ingredients that are natural for the spa to acquire, because it's, like I said, the sense of place. So it should be accessible or made extremely luxurious. Therefore, the impact of the ingredient should be measured and should be accounted for and should be leveraged. That's the first thing. Second, because it is different, because hopefully it is as unique as possible for as long as it will not be copied, there is a sense of scarcity on the market. If you really want that experience, then you have to go to that spa, you have to book. I remember in 2003 and 4, when I worked for Kenzo, the designer, and he launched a line called Kenzo Key that was accessible in perfumeries. He created a concept around that called the bubble. There was only one bubble at the time. It was in Paris, in a department store called La Samaritaine, and there were only 2 treatment rooms. We created at the time the signature treatments, and those rooms were booked solid 3 months in advance. 3 months. If you booked today, if you wanted to book, offer a gift certificate, well, only 2 treatment rooms, and there was a lot of media and marketing around it. It was really, really a success. But people just had to wait. So with this, the massage or Kenzo Key was not a market taker, taking the market as it is and trying to adjust with the price. It was a market maker, deciding which price point that they would have. And people were just grateful to have the opportunity to have a time slot and celebrate their birthday, their anniversaries, a retirement, a baby shower, things like this. So price point is really, really important. Gift certificate, gift vouchers is also so important. One key element, I'd like to go back to the team, because Jocelyn Dubuc, the owner and founder of Spa Eastman in Quebec, said, and it had a profound effect on me, staff is first, guests follow. Staff is first. But most of the time, when spas and hotel chains, cosmetic brands decide to create a massage, signature massage or signature facial, they think of the guest directly. What is going to make an impact? How are they going to love it? Well, you need to go always back to the therapist, because if it becomes a popular massage or facial, then chances are they will do this massage over and over and over and over again for months and months and months to come. If they get bored, then it becomes repetitive, it becomes robotic, and it loses its edge, it loses its soul. If it's tiring to make, if it's really strenuous, then the staff either could damage their thumbs, knuckles, joints, backs, and hurt themselves, or just be just wary and too wary at the end of the day. So to be successful financially, a massage has to integrate the sense of scarcity to create the price point, the elements of a sense of place to be truly unique, and also the fact that the staff should fall in love with the massage first. And when you see that grin on a therapist's face from ear to ear doing this, it's not a massage anymore. It becomes a flow. It becomes an experience for both. Then it's not just an active sequence of movements, techniques. It becomes a dance. And then there's a connection. This is where the magic happens. Then any price point is irrelevant.
Wonderful advice. Thank you very much, Jean-Guy. And how can this specialty treatment impact revenue generation and profitability for the spa?
Well, cost management is one thing, as I said, looking for the right ingredients, marketing it to the right people, and really focusing, is it really for men or for women? Is it really for an age bracket, to make it as targeted as possible? A signature massage cannot just be relaxing or tonifying. If it's relaxing, then is it relaxing the mind? Is it relaxing the body? Is it relaxing the nervous system? It's a very different sense of relaxation. What are you looking after when you decide to create your own signature treatment experience? Is it mind? Is it body? Is it heart? That peacefulness? But what's interesting is that I believe more signature treatments should be more about the reviving rather than relaxing. What about all those people who are using their brains to come up with ideas to be resilient when something hits them? So how about going to a place, a spa nearby or far away, and knowing that, yes, you're going to be relaxed, but the meridians are going to be addressed. Your lymphatic, your circulatory system is going to be addressed. Not just your muscles, but your ligaments also are going to be loosened and toned. And with this, there's a surge of energy. There's a surge of creativity. This is when people get their juices back. This is why I always advise the hotel groups, the spas, to create something with gusto. Make sure everyone falls in love with that treatment. The guests first, the staff first, the associates, the therapist, the PR person, the marketing manager, the GM, the receptionist, so that everyone becomes an ambassador of that new flag, new sensations. If a brand could be a perfume, what would it be? If a brand or a spa could be an experience, a massage, what could it be? And to address all key points, the brain, the body, the heart, everything, that's when creativity comes. That's when people are engaged.
Brilliant. This explains why I have some of my best and most creative ideas while on the massage table
Indeed, indeed.
or in the sauna. I always have ideas in the sauna and I never have anywhere to write them down. Okay. So, Jean-Guy, tell us about the biggest aha moment within your career.
The first one, the big aha moment was when I exited a successful joint venture in 2001. And with the success bonus that I had, I decided to invest everything on a massage institute. This for me made sense. I could see clearly that in the US, it was not just a business, it was already an industry and it was in its infancy in France. And it's all reconnected when I realized that one of the biggest ahas moment of my life was when I saw Karate Kid. The first one with Ralph Macchio at the end when he's at the championship, he's hurt on his knee, he's in the changing room, and he is with his sensei. And he thinks everything's coming to an end. He will never be able to do that fight. And his sensei says, win, lose, it's not important. Well, it's the match that maybe if I don't do it, I will never have done. So I'd love to do it. I want to do it. And if I lose, it's okay, but I want to do it. And that's when his Japanese sensei clapped his hands, rubbed his hands to make, the heat come in. And that's when the screen went dark. We never saw what happened then. It's only when I joined in 2002, 3, and 4 a shiatsu training to learn more about shiatsu, about traditional Chinese medicine, about energy, how it flows, not just not as a new age stuff, but really concretely how it moves, how it circulates. That's when I understood what happened back then. And that's when I realized that this is something that we should bring more often to the world, more often to the guests. So this was a big, big moment when I realized that energy was flowing.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing, Jean-Guy. And I'm glad that led you into the spa and wellness industry. So, Jean-Guy, what is your favorite spa treatment?
By far, my favorite spa treatment is Lomi Lomi. It's a dance, especially when it's performed with music from Hawaii. There's not just one Lomi Lomi. There are different schools, different traditions. Some are more flowing, like the water. Some are thinking, no, Lomi Lomi doesn't mean just massage or great massage. It means crush into little pieces, and that's when the forearm comes into play. But some other islands or some other schools are using more kaomis, pressure points, because of Japanese masters and Chinese also acupuncturists who influenced. So Lomi Lomi, whoever has the chance in a room, or like I discovered it when I was trained in Hawaii, the sense of flow, the sense of energy, and the sense of connection with the mana, with the energy around is fantastic. It's actually a very efficient therapeutic massage for anyone in a transition, anyone having a big project and that project not coming to fruition, someone moving from one position to another, one job to another, one relationship to another, or even a shape to another, someone wanting to go through a how do you say, a slimming treatment, wanting to go through weight loss or smoking cessation. It's a great massage.
Wonderful, thank you. And tell me about one daily wellness ritual.
Yoga. Yoga is my way of saying, greeting the day. And usually my cat, Daisy, joins me. That's when she comes next to me, she stretches, she shows me her round back, her version of a downward facing cat, upward facing cat. And especially once my 25-minute session is done, roughly 25-30 minutes is done, she starts moving a little bit, telling me, it's time for you to be on your way, and it's time for me to chase that piece of, when I roll my mattress that I bought in India, there are strings attached to it that help me to tie it up. That's when she chases it like the tail of a mouse. That's when she goes from yoga cat to ninja cat. That's our moment whenever I'm at home.
What a great morning ritual. And what is your favorite quote or saying?
Few people know that I rode motorcycles, especially one. When I moved from France to Los Angeles to work for Ridley Scott in script development in the Paramount Studios, I touched my dream, working in Hollywood, in the movie industry, working on scripts, reading them, making notes. And for me, it was too expensive to have a car, so I had a motorcycle. And with that motorcycle, I had two severe accidents. And once how do you say, a bird flew directly into my eye and almost knocked me out of my motorcycle. So I was, riding 80 miles an hour and got knocked off by what looked like a huge pillow by the number of feathers that were scattered on the road. And also another time, that's when the quote comes in. That's when I realized that it's not relevant how long we have on this planet. What is absolutely essential is what we do with the time that is given to us. This is why I'm so passionate about initiatives from the Global Wellness Institute, from the conferences that I'm so privileged to organize for Mark Maloney and Professional Beauty in London, for a while in Dubai. This is why everything that I do, I pour myself into. And sometimes maybe a little bit too much, but I don't know how to do differently, because for me, every day is bonus. Every day is a day that I was not supposed to be here, but maybe I have something else to do.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing that. And to finish up, what do you know for sure, Jean-Guy?
What I know for sure is hard to describe. What I know for sure is that the invisible is as tangible as the visible. When you change the way you look at things, the change you look at change. Apparently, it's quantum physics. I know very little about quantum physics, but I know for sure that there are things we see and appearances may be deceiving. There are things we don't see, and if we tune into them, magic can happen. Interestingly enough, in Ayurveda, there are 5 elements, and one of them is Akasha. Akasha is not, some people say it's space or void. Actually, Akasha is everything that surrounds us, everything you don't see, but it's there. And it's made, according to them, of 2 things. It's made of energy and information. Obviously, if you look out the window, there's the sun, there's the sun rays, there's heat, and there is energy over there. And information. Information is from old souls, old masters, information you hear on the radio, information you see from just sometimes serendipity and synchronicities happening. The most important thing is, if there is energy and information all around us, big question is, are we paying attention? Are we listening? Because there's never nothing going on.
That's very true. Excellent. And what a great way to look at the world. And definitely there's a lot that we don't always understand and we can't necessarily understand, but doesn't mean it's not there. Thanks so much for joining me, Jean-Guy. It was great to talk to you.
Thank you so very much, Sarah, for this opportunity.
Thank you. Signing off from SpaCast by Spa and Wellness MexiCaribe. Thanks for listening.
Advance your spa career with management training from the University of California. Earn a professional certificate online in just 6 months. Visit ce.uci.edu/spa training.